It's deja vu all over again. Yes, it's Galadon from the clan Lost Phoenix, here with episode 32 of Clash of Clans Attacks. I know I've said before that nobody likes a whining champion, so I'm ready for some extra thumbs downs, but I did want to get a chance to talk about this and I figured this was a good place to do it. So let's start off today's video by looking at my recent attack log. This logs the last almost 6 days of activity on the offensive side for me. That's right, I have found 3 villages to attack and racked up a whopping 14 trophies. But not for lack of trying. That's been hours and hours looking for villages to attack. But at my level, the offers are just not coming anymore. It has been better in the past, but it's gotten a lot worse recently. And now let's look at my defense log from the last couple of days. Of course, I've been attacked more than 3 times in the last 5 days, but here's the most recent 3 attacks. That's right, 3 2-star losses for a total loss of 67 trophies during the last 2.5 days. Now, yes, before you say anything, I know I was posting all these great defensive wins on my last video, 69 trophies and things like that. But remember, I did say that that's not what usually happens. What usually happens is what you see on these attack logs. So I know what you're saying, silly Galadon, attack more! Well, here you go. Take a look at what a typical night of looking for a village to attack is for me. This is a compressed video of about 15 minutes of me looking for a village to attack. And that's right, I don't receive a single offer to attack a village, not even for 1 trophy. And I have to ask the folks at Supercell, isn't there something you could do here to maybe widen that pool of villages to attack, maybe by changing the risk-reward system, changing the shield system, adding a handicap? They've got great imaginations over there. I'm sure they could come up with something brilliant to fix this problem. But unfortunately, until they do, that means there is going to be a severe shortage of Galadon attack replays. But, lucky for us, I've got a clan full of great attackers, and here is an attack by Dockbone1. Here he's attacking, that player there from the clan Oceans 11. And as we can see, he's already activated the king and queen, and he is going to drag them way out to the right here. Notice how he's deploying the barbarians way out in the corner, does a couple of things. Not only does it give the king and the queen more time to wander on over there, but it also helps to clear out any traps or bombs that might have been laid in that area for when he deploys his witches and wizards a little bit later. And there he has done so, effectively taking out the queen and then the king very quickly, and you can see up at the top here he started his LRC attack. Golem to distract, wizards to clear. Wall breakers didn't quite get through there, but they will eventually. And at the bottom, similar strategy there. Now there is a little bit of a concern, and that is that the clan castle troops have amassed at the top there and started to wipe out those wizards. So he's going to go ahead and drop a rage spell here, which is quickly effective in clearing out those clan castle troops. Now he's going to drop a couple of more bursts of wall breakers here. You can see the wizards to the left and the right are doing a really effective job of clearing out surrounding structures. Couple more wall breakers and wizards, last set of wall breakers here. Now we're going to slow it down as we take a closer look at where he deploys his king and queen and where the wall breakers are headed. Now here comes his second rage spell. Perfect timing and placement there. It's going to speed up those wall breakers. His king and his queen are going to benefit from it. Now the wall breakers behave kind of strangely, and they actually end up going to the edge of that freeze spell radius and blowing the wall there, which does change things a little bit, but luckily if you can see where the surrounding structures still exist, once that wizard tower goes down, they're going to head towards that air defense, and then it's a straight line to the town hall. Pretty much a foregone conclusion. This is going to be a 2-star victory. Lots of troops left. Last rage goes down. Last freeze spell. All the troops in the middle. This is just overpowering. And you can see how effective an attack like this is when you've cleared those surrounding structures. I know I sound like a broken record, but you've got to be able to predict where your troops are going to go so they can benefit from your spells and get towards that town hall. Here Doc did a textbook LRC attack. Very effective, no surprises, and a very healthy trophy reward at the end here of 27. Very nice, Doc. Alright, let's move on to a defense video here, another interesting replay, this one from MC of Lost Phoenix. He's got a variant on the white flag base, as I've called it in the past, although he does have defensive structures placed to the outside, so it's going to make it a little bit more difficult just to pull off the 1-star victory and leave. And his attacker, that guy with that name there from that clan there, has made the pretty standard start, and he's taking out the king and the queen. He's also pulled the clan castle troops out here to the corner. Alright, let's speed things along, get to the interesting part of this attack. Something you don't see every day since the latest update with the multi-targeting Teslas, and that is the use of Hog Riders. And I'll admit, I'm not a big fan of Hog Rider attacks, but here he comes, and he's going to lay a heal spell down here that's going to get both groups. And there's a big bomb that's just about to be targeted at the bottom there that's going to really do some serious damage. There it goes. And now that group at the bottom is within range of 3 X-Bows, the Tesla, and the Inferno all at the same time. So that group of Hog Riders is going to be gone pretty quickly. But all is not lost. He's still got quite a few at the top there, and they're working their way towards the town hall. He's up to about 30%. Looks like most of his attacking force is down now. Those remaining witches and wizards are moving their way in, doing a little bit of damage, getting closer and closer to that 50%, ignoring the town hall like they do. 40% now. Almost all of the Hog Riders are down. Does not look good, but here comes the king. Special ability activated right away. He's going to rip through these buildings. 45% already. 1 or 2 strikes each and they go down. Here comes 49%. Looks like this is definitely going to be a defensive loss. But those units go down and the town hall is still standing, 49%, but he has not used his queen yet. So I'm figuring he'll put her over there by one of those buildings and she'll wipe it out. No, oh, he put her down here in the middle of nowhere. But she's smart, right? Yeah, well, you and I both know that's not true. Perfect little pause there in front of the X-Bow. He's going to use her special ability here, but she's only level 9. She becomes visible again and in range of 2 X-Bows, and there you go. Nice defense, MC. Very nice. Alright, let's move on to an attack by Burattino Z, or Burattino, or Burattino's. In any case, he is a Lost Phoenix member, and he is attacking a variant of a Southern teaser here. And he spent some time getting that king and queen activated, and it looks like he has their attention pretty much now. So he just needs to pull them out and try to execute them before he executes the rest of his attack. We'll go ahead and speed this process up here to get to the bottom of this, both literally and figuratively, as he pulls them out to the bottom there and drops a couple of golems, which personally I like to drop just 1 at a time because they are usually going to attract the same defensive fire if you put 2 out there. They are a little more effective if you can spread them out just a bit. And here's the first rage spell, a little further south than I would have liked to have seen it, just to try to get through those buildings a little more quickly. He's gone ahead and dropped his freeze spell there on that Inferno and the clan castle troops, and another freeze spell right afterwards. Also would have been a little more effective a little bit further north, could have frozen those 2 cannons at the same time. But he has gotten through to the main enclosure. A third freeze spell freezes that Inferno yet again. Another rage spell out there to the left around all those wizards, which is good, accelerating their damage. Then he drops the queen off to the left, which I'm not sure if I like because there's still a lot of structures out there, but hopefully she's going to head inside eventually. Unfortunately, those wall breakers opened up another compartment. She's going to head up there rather than towards the town hall. The king has gone off to the right, but we are doing a lot of damage here, and sure enough, they've made the turn on the left there, and the queen and some wizards are headed towards the town hall. Or not. Alright, the queen has gone off and done her own thing once again, and she's about to get fried by that Inferno tower. And she managed to get to the general area, but not before she got wiped out. So, 49% once again. This is not looking good. Not a whole heck of a lot left. Wait, what's this? There is a soul skeleton off here, just pounding away at this camp, all by his lonesome. Undamaged, nothing on him. Looks like it's just a matter of time, and as we speed it up, sure enough, you can see all it takes sometimes is 1 skeleton. Nice win. 10 trophies, not bad. Alright, we'll move on here to Riddler, who is one of our top level champions, and a rather unconventional attack you'll see here, as we call this the Sea of Archers. He has used his archers to completely surround this village. Not quite the same style as Spencer $23 and not even the same style as Peter $17 would probably use, but it seems to be pretty effective. They very quickly got him up to about 40% just by getting those surrounding structures around the outsides of the walls, and before all of his archers are down, he's gotten 43%. And he's going to very cleverly here use a few more archers to draw the king and the queen up to the very north of this village, as you can see here. Now here's where some real strategy comes into play. He's got a couple of lightning spells. He's going to use them over here on that barracks, because apparently a barracks can be destroyed by 2 lightning spells. There you go, 44%. We're getting closer. And the queen's little pad goes down with 1 lightning spell. We're at 45%. Now he needs 5 more percent. He's got his king and his queen. Let's see what he does here. Now again, he uses a few archers to distract the king and the queen and pull them back up to the very northern end of the village. And now at the last second, while they're distracted looking the other way, here comes his king bottom left. He's going to put his queen down on the bottom right. By deploying them separately, gives them a little extra time in case they get wiped out by the clan castle. And sure enough, 50% manages to eke out 1 star. Wow, that was close. Nicely done, Riddler. You've got more guts than I do. And with that, we've come to the conclusion of another episode of Clash of Clans Attacks. Follow us on Twitter, like us, friend us on Facebook, and I have nothing else to say. Well, maybe I have something to rap.
Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Look close when I use my witches, cause your royals, they will fall like bitches, like bitches. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Look close when I use my witches, cause your royals, they will fall like bitches, like bitches. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Look close when I use my witches, cause your royals, they will fall like bitches, like bitches. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Look close when I use my witches, cause your royals, they will fall like bitches, like bitches. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack. Watch your back when it's your village, I hack.
I'm always open to suggestions in the comments section, including don't ever do that again.